Yeah, so what you know about health? I've been watching a lot of Jakai Waking over the years. Not just my own experience getting off fentanyl, Perk 30 Blues laced, and trying to find herbal remedies that I've been using to get me through that withdrawal and get my mind together and parasympathetic nervous system, this part of your nervous system, the vagus nerve, you feel me? That middle solar plexus diaphragm stress nerve, you be sitting back looking at life like that. You feel me? All the nerves. I started realizing something about health, you feel me? You're kind of awake. I think he's an actual doctor now. You feel me? I think he's you feel me? Western paperwork. I was listening to him explain things about fruit, how H3O2 and these different scientific things. I dropped out of chemical engineering. Of course. I'm born and raised in church. Bible. Pentecostal, okay. I used to go to church. Leader full of tea, herbal tea, powerful testosterone, adrenaline spiking tea, a little bit of ganja, shot of Jägermeister. Health. Surgery, yeah. Surgery, okay. Surgery, yeah. Doulas and midwives and whatnot, yeah. Everything else is a condition. From conditioning. How do I tell y'all? I have, haven't I? I gotta smoke another black and mild, tell you. So how fast can we fix black culture? Well, what's the difference from pre-integration standing together and post-integration standing together? Integration was the biggest detriment to the spirit of the black male. Oh, I just gotta go in with y'all. Like maybe I can get treated and get something. This was in the 60s. I'm Gen Z, baby. I'm Gen Z. It's 2026, ain't it? Oh, this was in the 60s. 50s. And to speak like that on my people, man, it's the same thing I say to my people today. Same thing I said to my generation, is it not? Because if that was never resolved, then I got to talk the same thing to my generation. The same hard things you didn't want to say to your generation, or you did, and it wasn't heard across your generation, or rejected by some of your generation. I'm doing the same thing. Here this nigga go with this shit. That's the point. Are we always right there? Yeah. You think chain smoker's a bad thing, bro? Wasn't me chain smoking before the white folks showed up over here? Sitting back smoking. Indian ghost pipe. One of them little non-chlorophyll plants is good for pain. Put it in some Everclear for a little while, turn purple. Elderberry. I'm not elderberry. Elderberry, yeah, lymphatic mover. Juniper, lymphatic mover, is also good for kidneys. Juniper's like a pillow for your kidneys. Juniper berries. 6 chakra sweetness. It's like a tomatillo. Tomatillo is a 6 chakra sour. Brain. Pokeweed. Your Kyle Wiggins says one of the most powerful lymphatic movers ever. I put a little bit on a cigarette, bro. Sometimes I'll chew a berry from it. It's like it makes your lungs itch. You cough up everything. You start. Once you start breathing like that, your lymphatic, that tingling, that's lymphatic getting going, man. Yes, my health. What about a sickening feeling? Wouldn't you want to just be able to at that lower gut level? That's licorice root. That's definitely gonna be Don Quai. Yohimbi makes that a little easier to just breathe that out of sickness. You feel me? You want some cardamom, saw palmetto for the root chakra, you feel me? That low sacral chakra. You feel me? All things nuts. And let me not pen whip and twist scripture. Legumes, nuts, you feel me? Brazil nuts, walnuts, daughter seeds. I just heard about that. It's called Semen Custensica. Off the back, what that shit good for? I looked it up. It's just good for male Jing energy. You feel me? That's that yin and yang is Jing and Tao, something like that. I forgot the act, but I don't do specific. I like the Chinese herbal. I like Chinese herbs a lot. I like herbs, period. But you feel me? I don't get too far into Ayurvedic or Chinese medicine or Taoist medicine or telemetry and ecology. You feel me? I'm on Earth. You see that? I'm on Earth. What are you talking about? I'll just study of that, study this, study of that. Yeah, huh? This is what it do. What you looking for? That's the production of Babylonian society trying to get their people to just search out how ways to be better and bring it back to the group. This is as far as I got. Here's what I do with that world is over feeling. Give me a watermelon. Don't forget about all that. You feel me? Go out there to Sonoran Desert. It's on one of them toads. You feel me? But you feel me? We on Earth, man. Quit touching shit. Keep shit clean. I mean, I said it before. I don't know. I said it before. Motherfuckers always we motherfuckers for real. Health. Surgery, yeah. Doula, midwives, you feel me? Properly rearing a child, you feel me? You don't lay down to defecate. You don't lay down when you take a shit, do you? All right. So I got a little bit off top. How quickly can we fix black cultures like this? From the religion, which is our utmost united front. There's always been that whole time in America. Religion. If they are not gonna actually speak the procreation of black peace and safety, on all things Nahan, anger, specifically frustration, they're not gonna speak from that, brother. What they talking about? I still never figured out what they mean by sobriety. My nigga, if you can't think in the middle of fear, bro, and a drink will help you get the edge off, you can think better. You ain't sober. Sobriety, I can look up the definition. I might do that. Sobriety from a person who's gotten himself off fentanyl laced perk 30s, cocaine, doing a bluegrass 10,000 barefoot. I just wanted some energy. To constantly feel like I'm getting my life together. You know what I had to realize? It's right there. I just need the money for it. I need enough money to keep it going and not have to listen to anything else. I had to develop my mind. Shout out Supermind, 19 Keys. But then that nigga's real world. It ain't no comic book. I need to buy some of that Supermind product. But you feel me? I bought some from Kroger, chaga mushrooms. It's more or less the same thing, but I ain't calling it the same quality because it's black owned. When I bought at Kroger, you feel me? Yeah, mushrooms, you feel me? Mushrooms, shrooms, magic mushrooms, fungus. What you know about all that? People want to get so. I'm gonna just put some words out here. People want to just diabolical, dialectic, and don't you know what a diuretic is? Happy P. But that's just Dr. Lee Lafka's book, Classification of Verbs, chapter 7, something like that. I burnt that book. We in America. The more you know, the more you should hate. What these white folk got to hate on us for? Besides being a hater, that's them. Next, on all scales. Next, military, scientific, underground, and above. Next, what do we have to hate? Money, bills, listening to people, monitoring spirits, code switching. People talking about what's ghetto and what ain't. I heard Howard University just recently health. I heard Howard University recently just had a ban on. They're trying to enforce dress code. No more bonnets and maybe even do-rags on campus. Nigga, we black. Shut up. Sister won't wear a bonnet outside because she in school just chilling. Yeah, nigga, we on a property. Doggone it. Doggone it. There's no spirit of rest amongst fearful unbelievers, man. That's not Bible. Bible says there's no rest among the wicked. Fearful unbelief is wicked as hell. Because you would do anything to try to feel safe, including idolatry. You would do anything. Anything listed in Revelation that you go to hell for. Fearful unbelief is going first. Because you actually are that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm slurring words. Health. What do you gentlemen know about medicine? Some class, huh? That's Three Stooges. Men in Black. Health. You mean to tell me a little bit of sweat and watermelon? See, it just be the money and stress of life that deteriorates your health, and how you view life, your emotions, is what's going to cause you to seek out certain food that got that zang to it. You don't circulate your system. You don't do anything about anything. You feel me? Your body don't circulate nothing out. So all that your trash is not circulating out. It's like trash building up on the street, bruh. You're going to smell that. You're going to start to smell different. That's what your disease is. You're dissolving easy. Acidic body. There's many ways to look at that. It's like a triple entendre. You're dissolving what easy is by trying to listen to people who don't know what life is, regardless of the true way of life. And to talk like that is severely racist and divisive. People say we got to come together. Well, y'all ain't did that. Y'all ain't. Well, fuck off. Don't talk about no come together no more. I'm Gen Z. Y'all talking about that still. Coming together was 50s and 60s, specifically 70s. Y'all talking coming together was Jimi Hendrix. Is this what your idea of coming together is today? Why do you keep viewing me like I'm not allowed to question you, like I'm manly as hell? Health. Bruh, like, I want to go work out. I want to go run. I just be so bored in life. I want my money so I can go get She Legit. Give me some 5-MeO, some NN. Feel me? Go out to the woods. Sit back. With some of that, you feel me? Some of that church glass with that borosilicate. Yeah, that's just how I move, man. I'm tired of feeling like I'm going to get caught. I'm tired of feeling like I'm going to lose my mind. And if I have lost my mind. You know what I realized? I'm black in America, and I keep thinking, you feel me? I'm black in America. And that has a whole thing to it. Everything that is true. Everything lied about. That's being black in America is about. That's way overstanding. That's so far past overstanding. I done jumped off. I'm tired. I wasn't jumping off to get some soda. I'm jumping off. I gotta. You feel me? What was that? Saints Row 4. Put my foot down. I'm done with this. Health. You want to talk to me about health? And then you like herbs. This is where I got with herbs. When you smell it, you taste it, you sense it, you be out there, you're on your vibe. That's what it's on. No one herb is gonna do specifically one specific thing for this part of your body. There are herbs that are specifically good for the kidneys. It also, in everything connected in your body. Come on now. This doggone advertisement. Listen, Red Dead Redemption 2, Wanted Music Theme 5, Valentine Tumbleweed, Black Water, boy. Yeah, it's just some Heath Ledger stuff, man. Superman. A couple years ago, 19 Keys, he was talking about, if the FBI has a profile on me, how can I build a supermind where I can actually just, I gotta get my lyrics together. I can actually just, nah, just chilling. I'm not gonna tell. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Sitting outside your house, Lame. That is lame. Then you want to go try to tell white women I'm evil? Are you kidding me? I've been trying to sit back, smoke weed, and eat watermelon all day. I'm evil? I mean, look, I've been close to the edge, but I've been out here chilling on the edge. I'm in a hammock on the edge between the caverns. I made a hammock on a trench. You want to keep calling me evil? I'll cut this mud. Straight there. I'm tired of feeling like I can't threaten the whole system. Individually, person by person. Specifically who they are and their character and heart. I ain't talking about violent. I'm talking about systemic threatening. Well, I can just talk and it's already out there. 20, 30 years go by, you'd be surprised what done went down. Something unbelievable. To the evil side of America. On whatever scale, whatever region, whatever part. They say that's racist in the White House. I talk to racists kind of crazy. I gotta quit calling him a racist. He's just a U.S. official. He's not a racist. He's a U.S. official. If he officiates that out here, I'm not threatening him when I threaten them. So don't come to my door like I'm George Lopez, man. That was a cool joke. I mean, it's a heartfelt joke too, wasn't it though? That Iran was talking about. Iran put out a hit on Trump for like so many tens of millions, 10 plus million, something like that. George Lopez said we'll do it for half. Secret Service showed up at his door. The SS showed up at his door. They said you do that again, you're gonna get 10 years flat. Oh, I mean, it was funny when I said it, man. Quit playing with me. Go on. Heartfelt joke. How would I joke about that? You need to stop playing with me. I don't want to pay for nothing no more. That could be a catastrophe on Gen Z. Because you don't know what type of qualities I actually have that have been locked up and code switched away from. We don't actually know what that's like either. Not having to pay bills to listen to you people. That's going to be addicting. Health. Mental health. I'm talking about no mental health, bruh. That's what I'm saying. Mental health, that's what I'm saying. I need the way. I need the key. I can get a job, $15 an hour. I just got a job start tomorrow. I got to go out there to the staffing company and go talk to them. You feel me? Make a little paper. Prolific patientry, you feel me? Prolific patience, boy. Stacking bread, doing my thing, get that check, man, get what I need. Once I get them herbs, man, I be... I gotta see how I'm gonna get this job. It's at 6 in the morning. My pops gotta go to work. My mom gotta take my dad to work. He gotta be there at 8 o'clock. I'm not trying to get them up. I gotta get out there, get on that bus. Rain, sleet, snow, or shine. I'm tired, bro. I am so tired. I've learned how to walk, man. Like, it's kind of scary, but you feel me? Just rest my neck. Body go this way, that way. Almost like I'm drunk all the time, all days of the week. Just smoking black mouth, that's it. It's just my soul, man, my chakras. That low levels when I start to get angry and whatnot, you feel me? Guys want a car. Go to Appalachia, but I want some shilajit and some spiritual inclination. I love it. Mason jars full of herbs. Sitting back making tea. Just, you feel me? I done talked to the Lord so health. I done talked to the Lord so long, bro. On so many vicious and visceral levels of anger, frustration, and suicidal ideations, behavior, and tendencies. 6 pounds of pressure. With a bottle. Just got this goddamn gun. Health. And I'm talking to God for so long, it's like, I see it now. Is that why you're not talking to me, or you have to get out and live? That's what you were trying to do the whole time. I'm not sorry that I brought you to that. Look, you see what's out here. That's why I brought you to that. Do you know how much frustration and anger that was, bro? Nigga, you didn't have to tell me like that. You have to tell me with my life. I was already ready to rock. You could have just showed me specifically what to do, and I would have did it, and still, I say that, you feel me? But you don't know that. Let me tell you why I do know that. I was on fentanyl, think like, man, the same thoughts. Man, I didn't get into pussy in high school. I could have had a lot. 3-time homecoming court. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's real. Yeah. People in my city know that story, man. That's a sad story, bro. Because how the hell you this, and that? And my nigga, do you see this? Do you see how much? Do you see you kind of got clout, bro, but you're not really a clout keeper. You feel me? I don't chase clout. You feel me? But it's like sometimes, bro, you be off your game a little bit. Pornography addiction, boy. Who's that? Dr. Miles Monroe. I think he said people with very strong anointings have extremely high sex drives. Why don't the church? That was like what, pre-2010? He said that. I don't know when he passed. He's been gone for a minute. Ain't he? People with very strong anointings have very high sex drives. How much of a blessing it was for me to hear that one day? And it made me so angry. Health. Y'all don't talk about anything in church. Y'all talk about something about that name of Jesus. That's not even his actual Hebraic name. Hebrew Aramaic name. It's not even his actual name. There's no history about what is. Y'all been in church 30 years, bro. Y'all been in church longer than I've been alive. Y'all still talking about, y'all still need to hear a word, bro? Like, to keep your mind. You might as well just go and get you a drink and keep thinking about what you think about and ponder on it and dwell on it. Dwell with the Lord. You can't talk to the Lord with no wine in your hand. You can't talk to the Lord with drinking wine at the Last Supper. Well, that's all they drank back then. It's still wine? Damn. So what I can do with Carter Gold? Am I cooking for people? From hypothetical situation, you feel me? Straight Dr. Sebi organic, you feel me? I got plugs, you feel me? Connections, black farmers. I don't organize with the black church. They got bulletin boards. This is all the farmers we got in 100 square mile radius. 100 square miles. 100 square mile radius. 100 square miles. Every black church, 100 square miles. Nationwide and across Africa. 100 square miles. And across England. 100 square miles. Come on, man. All right, feeding people and I'm sipping a drink. You want to tell me I'm going to hell for the drink? You can't even think at my level of cognitive awareness because you're fierce and you don't even think at this level. So if you can't think at the level of God needs you to think at, you are fearful unbelieving. That is not sobriety. That is fearful unbelieving. I'm not calling nothing else. I got a saying called off language. When you keep trying to, keep trying to elocute the proper diction to speak. You feel me? No dictionary, no thesaurus. Proper public speaking, elocution. Keep trying to keep off language. I'm done. You gotta understand that. I mean, if you have overstanding, you can go and tell me that's enough. Understanding, you can just outstanding. You standing on business regardless. I'm just regardless. I ain't gotta hear no more. You gotta understand that. I'm putting you down. It's just the way I use my etymology. It's powerful, ain't it? People want to try to gravitate to what's more powerful. And if I start doing people gravitate to me and try to copy me and talk to me on that level, thinking they actually this, that, and the other, and they don't actually hear the put down. That's what I'm saying. I told the Lord, health. I want to speak some etymology with a black man understand. Nah, y'all need to give me a minute. Just on type shit in general, in total generosity. Give me a minute. You come over and talking, this is not be angry as hell, just in general. You come over and talk to me like I'm cool with you. But you feel me? I do. I lost my train of thought. Health. I think I painted a pretty good picture today about health. When you get a whiff of some lavender and it hit you that way, that's what it's going to do for you. When it hits you that way. When you get a whiff of Don Quai and it hits you that way, that's what it's going to do for you. When you get a taste of licorice and it hits you that way, that's what it's going to do for you specifically. They say it might be pseudoscience to you, but they say you can take a seed of a plant, you feel me, switch it in your mouth with your spit, put it in the ground, and the plant will adapt itself to your DNA. And how possible could that be? I don't feel like testing that. That's real. That's my watermelon. I was spitting the seeds out. I don't feel like, you feel me? That's too much babbling. I don't feel like testing, seeing this and that. People trying to find out how to isolate different chemicals in plants and do this, that with it. All right. Health. Shout out Plastiline. His name Julian Brown. You feel me? He created like a 110 octane from plastic. Took plastic, made it into gas, and maybe refined it. I don't know. I gotta look it back up. More oxygen. Still got Moses West out here, atmospheric water generator, more oxygen. So we can make gas from plastic, and then we can make water from the gas. Black folk are straight. We got black farmers still growing watermelon. We got enough black farms, Moses West, and Nature Jab to do a serious revolution. And people like 19 Keys and Yakai Wick can keep your mind geared to a correction. And we got numerous podcasts that actually talk some real talk. 85 South talks some real talk. T.I.'s podcast, like I was called, talk some real talk. Men Not With The Game, talk some real talk. Earn Your Leisure, some real talk. You feel me? Drink Champ, some real talk. It's New York. That's Atlanta. That's out west. You feel me? That's Bay Area. You feel me? With Matt Barnes and like I said, if you still his podcast. Yeah. Most really complicated part of the black struggle was it, if we do build up again, would it be burnt down, have another race riot? Because if it's not that, then what else is it? Y'all just want to be actual sinners. But black folk even do sin once we understand the build up of life as it is today. Go on with that question. Now, if it back to race riots and having our stuff burnt down, let me ask you something. If we built up to instigate that, will we win? Because the government's not going to make sure we can just build up what we need in order to be productive members of society. Euphemistically. Well, they didn't protect us back then, they ain't going to protect us now. I don't expect nothing from them at all. What I expect from them is confusion, debating, and deplorable behavior, bitterness and jealousy. That's what I expect. I don't expect anything else. All the words come from that. Chakra by chakra, you can put something on one and interline it with the other. That's what I expect. Now, do I know there are cool people out here? Yeah. But do I look for them? No. Do they show up? Yeah. They be outside. But when I start talking about my frustration over my anger as a black man, now everybody's kind of leery. Stay there. I'm just getting started. It feel good to be kind of on a throne or something like that, or just being able to ride a horse. I'm just, Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. But it's like I don't want to be worshipped by nothing. I don't want to be idolized. People want to talk to the idol. I'm not doing that. Get away from me. People want wisdom and philosophy about life in order to how to get to life they want to live, this, that, and the other. And it's just, you think about it. I mean, look, how many dollars would it take? Okay, then. So that's the only obstacle. You wouldn't be tripping about life at all because you know life for yourself. You know peace for yourself. You know energy and taking care of things for yourself. Enjoyment for yourself. Health. Dr. Sebi made health sound real, real simple. You're just not gonna circulate all the acid out your body. It's gonna build up. It's gonna build up and create mucus, and then after that, you stifle. You ain't getting no oxygen. When you do get any oxygen, you need antioxidants to keep from oxidizing all the rust in your body, all the iron oxide, rust. There's blood. There's iron in your blood. You need folate of iron. Folate. You feel me? Not sulfate, according to Dr. Sebi. If our melanin is based on selenium and not sulfur. Pale melanin and eumelanin, something like that. It's black melanin and white melanin. Something like that. Dr. Lee of Africa put that in his book, I think. And then somehow there were melanin pills popping up a few years ago. Melanin was worth like $600 a gram. It's like more than gold, ain't it? I should know that. I can change a timing belt on a 96 van. On anything 96, I can probably change the timing belt and bypass the AC. I just need help with the measurement. We're gonna judge each other based on what is manly and what ain't. That ain't manly at all to do that. That's jealousy, bitterness, rooted in it. And either way with that one, either you rooted in it or it's rooted in you. Judging business rooted in that. You feel me? But you feel me? That should be part of the general conversation. Let me paint a picture. Last time you worked on a car? Never. But you just start talking about it because as a man, young man, maybe 35, don't matter. Oh, so that's how you do that? Yeah, these new cars, you ain't doing that though. Don't buy them because new cars require a lot more technicality because the way they built. That's all. There's a lot more wires and touchscreens, this and that. Old cars, it's just engine, a few wires, maybe a engine control system, but that didn't really show. They weren't really popular. It's like post 2005. It was just there in 2090s. It's there. We had computers back then. So it's probably a computer in your car. But if there wasn't no computer when the car was made, and no computer in your car, well, you straight. A little bit of wiring. Oh, that's analog. Easy to fix. You can't EMP it. They say that the ethanol they're cutting the gas with is messing up old engines. And when you think on the Alex Jones scale, just because that man's popular for his name, when you think on the Alex Jones scale, you start looking at everything, and it's like, so how do I deduce what is and what ain't? How do I use my Sherlock Holmes skills for deduction and look at things so I can keep from being seduced by the idea that I can't fix anything anyways? Because if I wanted to fix something, I need people to know. I just got to tell them. That's all. That's all I got to do to fix something I need help with fixing. I got to tell somebody. Off the bat, it's done. Because you ain't going to tell nobody, Like same thing in the Bible. God wanted Paul to go fix a lot of things that could have happened. Even though what happened between Israel and Rome after the death of Christ is still Babylonian. Still the book of Daniel. But you feel me? People heard. And you don't know how that protected bloodlines later on. And I'm starting to go off tangent by tangent. Let me back to the cars. Shout out 85 South taught me how to do that. Back to the cars. Just be, young nigga, what up? Straight, yeah. I'm just checking. You know how to change your tire, bro? You know where to put the jack and everything? Because if you can change your tire, you can change your tire. You feel me? That'll save you some bread. You can fix this, it'll save you some bread. You feel me? Fellas, that's Gen Z. This is my podcast specifically for Gen Z black men, Gen Z Nahan. Listen, that is a great date opener. What you know about cars? Even if she know more than you, that's the point. I got to lock in. She can teach me about cars. We must be like WD-40 already. WD-40 and tires shine. Ladies, you didn't get that JCPenney, did you? It's the old soul that really helps you, fellas. That's what really keeps you rooted. You feel me? Because the old soul is what got you here. That old soul is what's gonna get them there too. What's the new soul? People looking to become old. That's new school, looking to become old. The quicker you do that, man, the better you live. Because you've been here for a while. You got nothing but experience and wisdom. Health. I mean, simple. Whatever talks on the scale of the high place is what's gonna be on the ground. So whatever's being talked on the scale of the high place, like in what the part was that Numbers, Deuteronomy, Torah, some part of the Torah, it says some prophet taught the enemies how to cast a stumbling block before Israel on the mountaintops, something like that. Wickedness in high places, that's New Testament. High places. Where do you usually see radio towers? High places. You get more resonance, more range. High places. Snipers are usually where? High places. More range, more resonance, more oversight, more view. When you speak on the level of total oversight and it gets heard, that oversight is what now lived. So if you are wrong, you have done some damage. And that's the part that can be so jolting for cults and cultures. The damage that was unknown. But undoing that damage is the fun part for real, because you get to kind of argue and kind of hard. No, this isn't that and the other. You get them feelings riled up. Because we're going this way, we're going that way, we're going this way, we're going that way. Then once people have heard those feelings, you can talk at that feeling level calmly. That's ascension. That's ascending in vibration. You literally resonate louder from the calmest state. That's what Templars and Masonic lodges tried to master. No. You don't master that from a collection of bitterness and jealousy. You build the world as it is today, and the women don't like it. I mean, stuff be right outside your door, bro. Stuff be right outside your door. Your children go a mile this way. Who knows what will happen? Who knows if they'll make it back a mile? 5,280 feet on a bike. That's coasting. Who knows if they'll make it back from 1 mile? 1 mile? You right outside your door. Ain't the type of world you build. It's not about the neighborhood knowing everybody. That is a good thing, though. Everybody know everybody. You can slow down a little bit. A little more cautious on who, you feel me, who's your friend and who's intimate, you feel me? It's not about everybody knowing your business, though. That's not the point. See, let's talk business. I'm getting ready to close. Business. Who want to get a gun license? Who want to get an alcohol license? Who want to get license to this and license to that? Who want to get a food handler license? We need licenses across the hood. Business. This dude got a CNC machine. He got a CNC mill. He's clear for all that. He got FFLs. Unc got the store where we sell all the stuff at. FFLs. Ex-military guys, FFLs. Specifics. Hey, look, we need few out to go to the military, just get some skills, get some training, and bring that back. Keep it black, though. Sir, yes, sir. Cut your hair, do all that. You feel me? Keep it real, keep it black, and let nobody put you down. You feel me? Withdraw before they go to war. Get a DD, punch off. Might get locked up a couple days, punch off. You know, but a misdemeanor. Get up out of there. See? People say, but that's dishonorable to American society. You went American to integration, nigga, shut up. You want a patron to integration. Yes, on a sacred scale, integration was that type of harm. Because yeah, you get in where you fit in, don't you? You don't fit in nowhere. So you're trying to get somewhere and stay there and endure being there. And because we got somewhere, we don't do anything elsewhere. So we don't have nothing. Dr. Claude Anderson, author of Paranomics, the one I got that sweat thing from. He said, only black people ever produce is sweat. I said it before, but listen. He said, before integration in North Carolina or South, in Carolina where he was at, they had buses, taxis. They're basically another Black Wall Street in Carolina. Taxis, buses. Didn't need white folk for nothing. Integration came, lost all that immediately. Because of the psychological debauchery. Because it's psychological. I gotta think of a good, not warfare. It's not quite warfare. Because of all the lies from chakra points on your spine directed at us in order to generate a viewpoint that they can learn from. So it doesn't actually come from them. They just want to feel better than you. And then they want you to look at life in a way where it connects with them on the level they're trying to see life at. Which is literally misusing the golden rule. Do it to others as you shall have done to you, something like that. Treat others the way you want to be treated. They literally use that. Hypothetically, still talking business. Hypothetically, I'd be thinking like, if Council Nicaea is Rome and they the one that gathered the scriptures and put it into a book and then got translated over and over, why wouldn't they try to write it in a way? It's a babbling language. It's a dead language, but it's a babbling language. Why wouldn't they try to write it in a way? They had a lot of cuss words. It's like 600 cuss words. Why wouldn't they try to write it in a way where each piece is designed to do something when you read it? That's a different scale. But you feel me? Go from there with that. Business. Many licenses across the hood. Heavy machinery licenses. That way, you feel me? When we got a black-owned construction company, everybody's actually licensed because they got experience. And we take our time, too. We don't make no clock. We take our time, make sure everything's straight. This is how we do things. Full testosterone. We got licorice root on deck. On deck. We got healthcare licenses. People who know how to do healthcare. Pharmaceutical licenses. There's black folk who do pharmaceuticals. You do pharmaceuticals, man. You know biochemistry. You gotta know biochemistry to not kill somebody with that stuff. We got it. It's Africans that got all that. A lot of Africans got that. True shaman understands the plants. You know, we talking to you. We talking to the plant. Looking at you though. Yeah, this, that, and the other, yada yada. Who about the bam? Bing, bing, bing. Blingage. And then, yeah. Trying to tell the plant, this is what you gotta do for him. He don't know what you want, so you gotta talk to him over there, talk to him at that level. Talk to that organ, you feel me? Gonna talk about your peoples in that organ, you feel me? So, talking to the plant though. About, bruh, sis. Alright, you get the picture. Business. Looking at life like, oh, these white folk, they came through and shot everybody, and we still there. $100 years, still there. Church got bombed. Oh Lord, how we gonna get through this? Well, we need help enduring. Well, if there wasn't nobody to bomb the church, we church would be getting bombed with it. Think like that. Deacons of defense. But they still here? I remember there was a story back in 2016, 17, there was some pastors that was just sitting in the courtroom and they got banned from doing that. Judgment, huh? Health. Black folk don't be lynching themselves, bro. That's the point. The people that do the medical examination don't live in the apartments we built. You see that? That's what redlining was about. Because we start getting that money and refinancing, boy, that's over. They can be able to do anything they want in the paperwork we done written. We can't let them do anything they want with this paperwork. We have to write more paperwork. So get them to believe they can't do anything they want, because they believe it, they'll believe it. They won't do anything they want. Ha! That don't work. And that's literally how they're looking at it. How do you know all this? Where you been at? What you done read? What you done seen? What you looking for? You ever read that white lady that got that white man on video going for a run, turn around, this is where I was gonna kill you. Oh, were you recording? Huh? I said it before on my Instagram. Some of you ladies are from bloodlines that have experienced the most adulteration on your life. That's why y'all think the way y'all think. Y'all come from where y'all come from, because that's been taught and managed. It hasn't been dealt with. Sickening, ain't it? People don't talk on those realities because they can't even handle it when they hear it. And feel all bad. So what you trying to hold yourself up with? Lies? So you a liar. Health. You know the scales that we have had to mentally orchestrate ourselves around in this time and dealing with these people? You know the scales we've had to, what? You ever wonder why music kept changing? It wasn't cutting it. You know? You ever wonder why white folk was obsessed with the color green, arsenic, the poisonous? You ever wonder why they be so obsessed with, oh, I like this, and that, but this, where this come from? What's that? Why they make it in India? This is something called silk. Oh, that's fly. Soft? All right, I'm about to ride out to help them out. I like this. You need some help with that? You feel me? People gonna need that. You feel me? It ain't about putting something on. You feel me? It's you got it on. Put it on the ground. What, you gonna disrespect God putting that on the ground? Did David disrespect God? He danced out of his clothes, all white got dirty? Is that disrespecting God? Or did God care about that little stupid stuff? Material. There's a way I could put about life, about that situation. I'm train of thought zooming, man. Health. I need more views, man. I need more views. I need to hear what I'm talking about. Because I don't hear this on mainstream nowhere, so I'm going to be the first one mainstream talking about it. I can handle everything coming my way. I don't put enough warnings out to all race people. Don't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? You want to try me on the street, make sure I'm not with nobody. If I'm with my dog, that's a dog. You feel me? If I'm with my lady, I wouldn't even bother you with your lady. I ain't got time for that. Unless you says I'm not side of your neck. You feel me? Don't bother me with my family. I told the Lord, I need some type of, you feel me, help with that. Because if you want to sit back and just watch it in peace, okay, you got to send some spirits to help me out with that. Some angels. You feel me? Cool and maniacal. Keep these people, you feel me, understanding what real manliness is, so they can feel more manly in the meantime, so they don't bother me when I'm with my lady and my family. And they understand that's real warfare. Just they want to be real soldiers. I'm dangerous like that. I want to be so prideful like that, but I'm going down the store and steal. I'm about to sit here and be prideful. Give me a coconut water. That's hard to manage. That's a hard emotion to manage. Because I can. I can go in there once every couple of days, get coconut water. If you have a cop posted outside, because I'm getting coconut water, 1 or 2 a day. You got a cop posted outside for that, and I ain't bothering nobody. Coconut water, pack of like a miles, what's that, $5? You have a cop sitting outside for that. But people just start stealing, we can't make any more money. People just start stealing, people got to make sure we had to keep the refrigerator full for people who ain't stole yet. It's a refrigerator. People who ain't stole yet, we gotta make sure we don't steal too much. I'm gonna go to hell for that. You sure? If Caesar asks for denarii, give him denarii. If God asks for denarii, give him denarii. Don't make us our two masters. How would I give God gold? Besides to an organization that uses the gold right. Did Kroger do that? Did Walmart do that? Thank you. You know, with logic that can't be beat, that comes with a face, man, especially when you're a black man in America. Remember that, fellas. That face is hard to tell somebody about without talking. It's hard to tell somebody about swinging. It's hard to talk about. Off language. It's not quite the Ice Cube face. It's like Ice Cube and Debo sitting on the porch. Like, man, pull up a chair, man. I'm sit right here. Forget all that. Here's this chain back, man. What's wrong with you, man? You got a cigarette? I want no marijuana. Type face. Come on now, come on, black culture, type face. Niggas just start crying, bro. Slow. Cause it's something he seen some cop do. Nigga about to go crash out right now. It's Debo, what is it? Yeah. You know, police officers be knowing they started with Slave Patrol. You know, they be knowing that. But it's not what we are today. Nah. Seriously, we're not like that. You can't be more serious than me, bro. You ain't been through nothing where you be more serious than me. Nat Turner himself didn't help you be more serious than me. That's why I can sit back, toil with you, and still come out better than you. Well, still jealous, ain't you? It is that. If y'all still be Slave Patrol, okay, do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand in Civil War, I get to be a 100% nigger? In any way, shape, form, or fashion, you white folk had either said, lied on, or threatened that I was to the people. Do you understand that? That is the most real form of masculine thinking. In the case of civil wars and total unrest in America, I don't gotta pay for nothing else. I ain't gotta pay for no car. I ain't gotta have no license or no seatbelt. And to all the niggas in the hood, I can be riding around no license, no seatbelt, smoking weed as a felon with a gun. No worries. Do you know how enticing that is? Just that part. Everything else, I'm not speaking on that like that. Like I said, if I know how to change the world, need help with it, I gotta tell somebody. It's that simple. It'll get done because I'm on that. Me, I just be want to live my life though. And I tell God, how I just live my life and get revolutionary at the same time? That's what you do. Oh, and I was like, the way I see life, true air life. Riding around the van back and forth to the woods, just chilling, you feel me? Procurement. Shamanistic behavior. Grill. You feel me? Prophetic awareness. Unstoppable. Safe in a traffic stop. In any county in America and beyond. Cool enough to coast through any hood, find a black owned food, meet some people. I got products, merchandise in a van. Bass player, they got a blues joint, need a bass, just happened to pull up. Bass player, what happened? He got into a small car wreck, he ain't gonna be here. Well, I can go over there and help him, or I got a bass in my car. What you need? Well, we'll send some people to go help him out. I'll make sure he got his $20. Make sure you get that. Type behavior. Wrecked his car, I gotta pay insurance and whatnot, this, that, and the other. Money, insurance, this, that, and the other. $20, if you handle your business. Handle your business. I'm tired. Like, even for the drug pushers in the neighborhoods, in the world, bro, if you're not gonna make nothing clean, then that ain't cool. It's that simple. If you're not gonna make nothing clean, that ain't cool. And on second thought, if we're not gonna organize to get people off those hard drugs, you feel me? You can't make no money in that direction. Because you can do that too. Serious money, insurance money. If you do it right, but it's only gonna be one-time healing. So most insurance companies not gonna want to cover that. They want repeat customers. So if you do it the way with a repeat customer, you can do the actual Dr. Sebi health route and have repeat customers in that. Collusion. And when they change the law, you go to the courtroom and tell them we're gonna keep doing it. You send people to show up, they're gonna be eating. Now watermelon got copper too. Type of threat where they know is like they really mean we choosing that way first. So if you doing prolong that way, good looking. Prolong it as much as you feel like it, but we doing that. Help their shoulders drop a little bit, man. It's eating BT, every action that must be taught. Health. I gotta get ready to go see this job, get this paper, $15 an hour. I'm cool with that. Of course, I want more money, but you feel me? Right now, it's a temp company. Now, last year, I was at this job, you feel me? I'm doing 3,000 parts a day, stamping, 8 hours. Stamping plant. Put a part on, put a part on another part, weld it, bing. Another part on, 35 to a box is 35 to a box, 6 high on a pallet. We got one layer. I brought it up to a pallet, finished the pallet, smacked it with a sticker, finished the bin of parts that I had, called a forklift driver, let me get a new set. I'm sitting back on the bin, my head down, you feel me? I'm standing up, waiting on my next forklift. The bin's gone. Just regardless. You know how I work every day, supervisor. You see me every day flying. 3,000-4,000 parts a day, flying. That's a lot if you know anything stamping, bro. That's a lot. All day. Like hours straight sometimes. Gone. Stress. For me, concrete work do better. Give over talking to me. Hey, if I see you sitting down again, I'm gonna go up there and tell you was sleeping. And he's 20 yards away at the inspection stand. Nothing in the way of him seeing me. Not even no boxes in the way, no bins in the way, nothing in the way. You can see me all day. You gonna tell me I was sleeping? Now I'm going back to that same job. If you're still there, it's cool. But you feel me? I've done so much. I've had to manage myself in ways that I wasn't getting to certain points, and I've had to get to those points and keep going. Still got a little bit of work to do. But now it's like I'm not going to walk off the job crashing out because I got to get my materials. I got to get my she legit. I got to get my herbs. I don't even want no more. I don't even want a lot of cigars no more. I want to get my real tobacco, my pipe again. You feel me? I don't want to spend my money doing that either. I want to get a moped, get my license together. I got to get my license back. That's going to cost $300. Suspended 3 years ago. I want to get some type of wheels. I'll get me a car, jumpsuit, ride a moped, man, pull up downtown. Cold like that. Ain't got no dress code, I'm going in. Clean. You feel me? Ain't got no grease on, ain't got no dirt on me. Give me a gym membership. Start working out again. Ain't nothing like carrying firewood, though. That type of strength different, man. Sometimes I've realized you can do workout and get strong and get endurance, but sometimes that old school, for me, still do this, something about it, man. It's real. Health. Food and water, shelter, healthcare, education, and safety. Don't require money, require sweat. This is eating BT. That's proper fire. Health. Go on Pinterest, find you a diagram for something you want to learn technology, man. It's really right there. Suspension, transmission, how all things work and how they go. Once you look at it enough, you're going to start seeing it, man. You get out there into the field, you can talk it, you can do it. If you can't talk it, you can't do it. What you talking about? It's that simple. Get out there in the blue collar world, man. Learn how to do something. You feel me? You can go somewhere to teach for 4 years. You got to give them 2 years and a job. You can go and do that. You can run off on the plug. Do what you got to do. Handle your business. Handle your business. Make sure you get off clean. And don't run off no plug that's good to you, man. Stop doing that. Don't run off nobody looking out for you. Don't run off no plug in general. That's getting kind of dangerous. It's been dangerous, but don't run off no plug in general. They already going through enough. Just the stress of daily life trying to make sure you good. Quit playing with them people. Keep things straight. Keep things simple. You feel me? Conversation ain't got to be long, man. You feel me? Health. You feel me? Dap up. Handle your business. You out of here. Focus on life. You feel me? You feel me? Make sure bro get all clean. You feel me? Handle your business. You on the block. Stand on business. You feel me? Establish some real friendships, some women in your neighborhood, man. Simple friendships that you hold solid to. And I'm not going this way with you. You feel me? Establish some of that. Because once you start doing that, you start to feel like, what's the point? That's the point. What you got for her in general as a man. If you want to think like that, I think just in terms of human life. If women figure out something, I'm helping out. I'm a man, I got testosterone. I'm doing it all. I'll be stressed out anyways. Once you learn how to wire that stress to your work, man, you put in work for real. You feel me? You feel me? Health. Be careful with this I love you thing, man. You feel me? I know people be trying to make sure people know they loved and whatnot. I just say, you feel me? Peace, health, and hatred. You feel me? If you don't hate the same thing, you feel me? We ain't got peace. We ain't got health. We're going to do that. If you ain't got peace, you ain't got health. True health from your gut is actually going to give you peace spiritually and mentally. True health from your gut. What you eat is going to give you peace, literally. It feeds your body with the minerals to charge your body with enough power to have peace in regards to your situation. Stop playing with the Lord. No, Genesis, he did. I'm coming to a close. Genesis, he did say, I give you every herb bearing seeds, every meat for you. You feel me? Mankind did say later, that lamb smelling good, that burnt offering. I'm gonna put some seasoning on that. I got a recipe already. Good God Almighty. Incense. There's an incense. Kava. That's expensive. Kava's good for you. Kava's good for your mood. Kava, Yohimbi, Muida Puama. You throw a little bit of juniper on that, man, it might be a little too rich for you. Sweet burnt umber smell. Sweet, not caramelized, but like sweet. A sweet non-coffee coffee. Something like that. Real chocolate scents. Real chocolate non-pine wood cedar smell. You feel me? Throw a little red cedar on it. Good incense. Tie it off with some orange peel, Don Quai, frankincense, a little bit of dragon blood. Get your orange blush. I'm like that for real. You feel me? Refresh yourself with some lemongrass and hyssop. A little bit of vervain on it. Watch what that do. Point your root chakra, fellas. All right. Most gracious and all-wise Father, may the Lord watch me and thee while we are absent. All right.